Hi, I'm back, finally. And this is the summer update, and I'm going to work on a project as we give you the summer update. Um, if I can, maybe I won't be able to. Yeah, it's going to make too much noise. Anyway, I was gone for a couple months because everything went wrong this summer that could go wrong. You know how sometimes you plan the perfect projects and you have everything planned out and you have it all budgeted and everything, and then it decides to storm and it decides to just throw a wrench every direction that it can possibly throw a wrench. And living off grid, that is a lot of what happens. A lot. And you have to be very flexible. So usually I put my garden, I start my seeds in March, and I put my garden in mid-April, and everything's planted by the May 1st. This year, that's not how it happened. The weather, and it was cold. In May, it was really cold, even in the desert. And we didn't get our last freeze until May 25th. I finally got my garden planted in. And yeah, so I was like 3 months behind on things. And then you seen my little goat, Miley. Well, she figured out how to open the gate and get into the garden. And she only ate a couple plants, but she got in there. And so we had to go back and fix that. And then, so that started off my summer, started off kind of late and everything. And then last you heard from me, we were fighting wildfires. That was in June or July. And I don't even remember. This summer has been so full of everything. And our fire season usually isn't until September, October. And we had 6 fires on one day, and then another 4 like 3 weeks later, and just fires, all through until the end of July. Yeah, we had a lot of fires, a lot of wildfires. Only a couple that came close to homes and residents, and those were the scary ones. Those were the really scary fires, it's because they came close to the homes and the residences out here, and so we had to get those down before they overtook the homes. Right after that, we had Mormon crickets come through. Now, most people don't know what Mormon crickets are. They think of the little black crickets that are little tiny things that are maybe half an inch to an inch long. No, Mormon crickets are like this, 3 to 4 inches long. And they come in the groves. I mean, thousands of them. You can't step on the ground without stepping on the crickets. And they eat absolutely everything. They call them crickets, but they're more like locusts. They will eat anything green. They will eat paint. They will eat rubber. They will eat everything. And they are so hard to kill that is not funny. Basically, you chase them away. Well, my birds love them. And so when they attacked everything and they ate all my garden was doing really good. I had 3 and 4 inch plants for getting it in late, and by the time the crickets came through, and they just demolished my garden. And so I let all my birds out. Everything, the chickens, the peacocks, the turkeys, the ducks, every bird I had on the property, I let out of their pens, and because they would devour them, they would eat the crickets. And that was my way of controlling the crickets. Really wonderful. So my birds were running wild, and they would be pinned up at night, and then during the day I'd let them back out and then pin them back up at night. Well, that worked, and typically we get coyotes really, really bad in the spring, and we get coyotes really, really bad in just before winter comes. But we don't usually have coyotes during the summertime, so they're not a real big worry during the summertime. They should have been, because we got 30 to 40 different coyotes coming, almost like wolves, because they were more packish than coyotes don't usually pack together, but these did. And they came through and they demolished everything. They dug into my barn, got into my rabbits, killed my llama, got most of my chickens. I had 5 chickens that were setting, and they got them, and they came during the daytime. They came during the daytime. They didn't come like at night like they normally come during the night. They came during the daytime, and they got all my birds, everything. They got all but 3 of my rabbits. They just demolished my barn, and they dug through and under the gates and the fences and tore up the wiring and everything else. So I spent a good month mending just the barn to get it ready for winter, so that my animals would be safe this winter. So we spent a good month putting the barn back together. And then we got these high winds, these incredible high winds. We get high winds all the time, don't get me wrong. We live out on the flats in the desert, so we're going to get the wind pretty strong anyway. There's no trees to block it or anything like that. So 50 miles, 75 miles an hour wind is not unusual. But we're talking 100 to 150 mile an hour winds. And so it blew everything all over the place. All my storage stuff got blown all over the place. Just everything. Things that you would not think that wind could pick up and blow. Yeah. It took sheet metal and blew it all the way up the property. Everything. So we spent a good 2 weeks cleaning that up and getting that together and everything. And so we're getting towards the end of August, and we're thinking, and it was hot. It was really hot, and it wasn't as hot as it normally gets out here. It usually gets 115 to 120 in the summertime. Yeah, it got about 110 to 112 out here this summer, but the humidity was much higher than it usually is, and so it felt a lot hotter than it was. So we had a really, really hot summer. We got into the 1st of September, which is normally our dry lightning fire season, and we got this great big storm, and we were like, oh gosh, we'll have to watch for dry lightning. And we started getting rain. It's storming today. The wind is blowing like crazy out, and it's raining today. And we're not getting the fires. So far in September, we've had no fires close to us. But the wind has just been, it blows. All the fruit comes off the trees because the wind's so strong, it's just blowing everything. And it's just destroying things, breaking tree branches, and just ripping everything to pieces and everything. So that's basically how my summer has gone, and that's the basic update. I have done some crafting. It's been very memorable. I've done a little bit of pen pals, a little bit of Happy Mail, a little bit of Smile Mail. I'll talk to you about that a little bit later. But for the most part, yeah, it's just been trying to react to the weather and to react to things and to keep things in control the best that we can. I am at my friend's house babysitting her dogs until tomorrow again. Yep, that about does it for my summer update. Oh, I did have 2 babies born this year, and one was born in August. That was my fourth grandchild was born in August. He was over 8 pounds and healthy and really strong, so that was another thing. And I had 5 puppies born to my little Yorkie, so we've had some good things happening too. Oh, don't ever think that there's not good things happening out here. Yeah, it's been different and unplanned, but yeah, we've had a lot of really, really happy things and a lot of just busy, busy work. So I will talk to you real soon. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming up for this fall. Lord willing, we're going to have what I call an exchange. So I'll be talking to you about that, and then we have some things coming up for Christmas and some different crafts and a craft area build. If you're interested in that, give me a comment down below and let me know if you're interested in seeing me build a craft area using recycled things. I'll give you a quick sneak peek. This is how I store my paints, and it's just toilet paper rolls. That's a quick peek of that. And let's see, we have the craft area build. If you're interested in that, give me a comment below. If you're interested in what I'm calling a memory decks and smile exchange, give me a comment below. If you're interested in doing for Christmas, more closer to the holidays, if you're interested in doing homemade ornament exchange or a challenge on that one. And if you're interested in finding out about the 25 days of Christmas, tell me below. Love you. Gotta go. Bye for now.